governments of Egypt, Algeria and Indonesia rejected the potential acquisition of Russian modern Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets amid economic sanctions against Russia, targeting its oil industry, defense, dual-use goods and sensitive technologies, according to people familiar with the matter. The sources said that Russia asked for its potential partners for another extension to solve the technical and political issues that have arisen as a result of sanctions and being locked up on the import of modern components from the USA, Europe and Israel to produce Su-35 fighters in export configuration. The Russian defense industry lost 3 large orders for its Su-35 fighters at once due to the failure to replace scanned array radar and avionics, which were previously imported from a number of European countries and Israel. Indonesia also officially confirmed that Jakarta abandoned Su-35 acquisition plans. It was confirmed by Indonesian Air Force Air Chief Marshal Fajar Prasetyo while speaking to the local media in Jakarta. As quoted from a media in Indonesia, regarding the Sukhoi Su-35, with a heavy heart, yes, we cancelled the plan. We can't keep talking about it. On top of that, Egypt stopped the deal for the supply of 30 Su-35 fighters, until the Russian side can solve the problem with imported components, despite the fact that about a dozen aircraft have already been produced. Algeria, in turn, decided to concentrate its financial funds on the modernization of the Su-30SM fighters already supplied from Russia. Rosoboronexport, Russia's main arms exporter, declined to comment on Monday, but later Mehr news agency reported that Russia is ready to sell Su-35 fighters to Iran. Tehran will sign a 20-year agreement on military strategic cooperation with Russia next month, according to Mehr news agency. The agreement will include the purchase of $10 billion worth of Russian weapons by Iran, including S-400, satellites, and ex-Egyptian Su-35 fighter jets. The Sukhoi Su-35 is the designation for 2 improved derivatives of the Su-27 air defense fighter. They are single-seat, twin-engine, supermaneuverable aircraft, designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau and built by the Komsomolska on Amur aircraft plant. The type was originally developed by the Soviet Union from the Su-27 and was known as the Su-27M. It incorporated canards and a multi-function radar giving it multi-role capabilities. The first prototype made its maiden flight in June 1988. Following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Sukhoi redesignated it as the Su-35 to attract export orders. 14 aircraft were produced and used for tests and demonstrations. One example had thrust vectoring engines and was in turn redesignated the Su-37. A Seoul Su-35 UB 2-seat trainer was also built in the late 1990s that resembled the Su-30MK family. In 2003, Sukhoi embarked on a second modernization of the Su-27 to serve as an interim aircraft awaiting the development of the Sukhoi PAK-FA, Su-57, program. Also known as the Su-35, this version has a redesigned cockpit and weapons control system and features thrust vectoring engines in place of the canards. The type made its first flight in February 2008. Although it was designed for export, the Russian Air Force became the launch customer in 2009, with the production version designated Su-35S. China's People's Liberation Army Air Force have also placed orders.